4.3 billion people live across this vast continent called Asia, and we are telling their stories. On this edition, Bridging the Digital Divide, groups in Bangladesh are spreading the use of digital technology to some of the country's poorest communities. Cleaning up its mess. How Hong Kong is finding new solutions to a growing garbage problem. And back to the basics. Meet a Chinese couple who let go of a modern lifestyle to become self-sufficient. I'm Ryan Chua, and this is Assignment Asia. Welcome to the show. Many of us today take our electronic gadgets and other modern technologies for granted, but in some parts of Asia, they're still out of reach. In Bangladesh, many poor communities lack access to technology, and the digital divide remains wide. Now this is starting to change. Taimur Supan met some technology enthusiasts who are on a mission to spark a digital revolution in Bangladesh.
This is the Chittagong Hill Tract, a region of hills and forests that's home to over 45 tribal minorities, and one of the most remote areas in the world. A long history of armed conflict has left the area secluded from the modern world. Around 700,000 indigenous people live here without electricity or running water. These are some of the poorest and most disconnected people on Earth. But things are looking up for 8-year-old King Do, a son of farmers.
Maka ang dasang cahaya na member masker ang komita na ang sang nuan laki na murunta ma jung panca ang bawa ang samnya.
King Do is a student at the Tech Academy, a school that's nurturing Bangladesh's electronic ambitions in software programming and robotics. The Tech Academy was created in 2013, and so far it has trained over 150 children. Founded by Shams Jaber, the school teaches kids from both underprivileged and affluent backgrounds. For these ethnic Mro children, computer codes are like magic, allowing them to control motion sensors and motors. Using a few solar-powered laptops and basic hardware, they're taught skills that could one day help lift them out of poverty.
Ang tubokti ang kita ang kilitanya tangki komita ko sanggang kita.
Over 25 children get basic education at this government-run school. The Tech Academy operates from here, adding to the children's overall education. Shams Jaber and his team at the Tech Academy are training young people like King Do to become gadget creators and technologists instead of just consumers. The prospects for them appear promising. Bangladesh's software industry has shown steady growth in recent years, with over 500 registered companies employing over 20,000 people. But rather than traditional workers and employees, the Tech Academy trains its students to become creative entrepreneurs.
Tech Academy is a school where we teach programming electronics to children. But more than programming electronics, we also help them develop and nurture their intellect, which is the critical, analytical and problem-solving abilities.
Meet Abrar Jawad, a 10-year-old Bangladeshi technology enthusiast who has big dreams and talent to match. His passion for building technology was born in this small room in Dhaka, where the Tech Academy is based.
Okay, so this is the back-end lab. I know it's kind of messy, but
Yeah, we work here. I joined Tech Academy 2 years ago.
Abrar's classmates share his passion for technology, which the school nurtures.
I wanna send a mini rocket to moon or to the atmosphere of the Earth using like helium balloons, large helium balloons, cameras to take the pictures and other many things.
For most people living in Bangladesh, coding, computers, and electronics remain a distant dream. The country is mired in political, economic, and social turmoil. 40% of the country is in darkness after 6 p.m. due to lack of power. But with a growing population of computer-literate people, hopes are high in Bangladesh that it could one day compete in a growing ICT global market. Compared to neighboring India, which accounts for around 55% of the $3.4 trillion global IT outsourcing market, Bangladesh is still small. But a new wave of young, tech-savvy developers and technologists could one day turn Bangladesh into a technology hub.
It is important to know how to code because coding is the main part of electronics. Like if I want to make a robot, I need to program it. If I want to make a machine, I need to program it. If I want to make a software, I need to program it. That's why I need to know programming. Programming comes in every part of technology nowadays.
These kids in Bandhavgarh, they have not been exposed to technology yet. Their whole life they haven't seen a computer. I think it's the right time to introduce technology for them. So technology is not a tool for consumption, but it's a tool for creation. And over the long run, I'm really interested to see what effects it brings to that community.
Aside from the Tech Academy, other groups in Bangladesh are also working to bridge the digital divide. In Joshore, close to the border with India, an innovative project is bringing technology to the people who need it the most. Rabia Khatun is part of the Info Ladies, a group of some 50 rural women in their early 20s who travel through the countryside, equipped with a laptop connected to the internet, a digital camera, and basic medical equipment. The Info Lady program was launched in 2004 by DNET, a non-profit social enterprise. They lend interest-free money to women to purchase equipment. The women then set up their own franchise, becoming Info Ladies. They travel on bicycles, bringing technology to rural areas for a small fee. They connect people with distant relatives through Skype. Sometimes they use their laptops to show educational films.
টেকনোলজিক্যাল যে পেয়েছি আমরা তাতে আমাদের অনেক মানে উপকার হয়েছে কারণ আমরা বাসায় বসে বসে স্কাইপে কথা বলতে পারতেছি একজন ধরেন ছেলে বিদেশ রয়েছে সে তার ছেলের সঙ্গে দেখা মানে সামনাসামনি দেখতে পাচ্ছে তার খুব সুবিধা আছে তারপরে আমরা মডেম থেকে অনেক কাজ করি ইন্টারনেটে
The Info Lady program has not only brought technology to remote and poor areas, but also improved the status of women engaged in the initiative. In a country where gender inequality persists.
I think in general, any activity conducted by a woman outside house influences the power structure in the community, whether it is technology based or not. But when it is technology based, it has a magic on its own.
The Info Ladies help marginalized communities access technology and the results have been extremely successful. Just like the Tech Academy, the Info Ladies use technology as a form of emancipation. Here, in the rice fields of Bangladesh, huge strides are being taken to enter the digital age. The digital revolution has transformed the lives of many, but left a large segment of the world untouched. But Rabia is optimistic about her country.
20 বছর পরে অনেক পরিবর্তন আসবে কারণ ডিজিটাল বাংলাদেশ তখন সবকিছু তো ডিজিটাল হবে, তথ্য প্রযুক্তি সবার ঘরে ঘরে পৌঁছাবে, ছেলেমেয়েদের মানে বই খাতা নিয়ে আর স্কুলে যাওয়া লাগবে না, হয়তো তখন ক্যামেরার মাধ্যমে পর্দার মাধ্যমে তাদেরকে পড়াশোনা করানো হবে। তারপর আপনার এখন তো হাতে গোনা কয়েকজনের হাতে হয়তো ল্যাপটপ আছে, ক্যামেরা আছে, কিন্তু হয়তো তখন অনেক মানুষের কাছে সেটা পৌঁছাবে, সবার দ্বারে দ্বারে পৌঁছাবে তথ্য প্রযুক্তির মাধ্যমে, তারা সবাই উপকৃত হবে, খুব ভালোভাবে তারা জীবনযাপন করতে পারবে, ডিজিটালাইজড হবে আর কি, সেটাই আশা করছি আমরা।
In Bangladesh, homegrown solutions are attempting to bridge the digital divide and drive a new generation to the modern world. One day, King Do's dreams might come true. For Assignment Asia, I'm Taimur Subhan in Dhaka, Bangladesh.
Now the Tech Academy plans to build a larger training facility for indigenous people at the Chittagong Hill tracks while encouraging its students to work on more projects. When we return, we'll look at innovations to solve Hong Kong's garbage problem. Each person in Hong Kong generates more trash than people in other parts of Asia. That gives the densely populated city a headache as landfill space is running out. Lee Jae-jun gives us a close look at Hong Kong's growing waste problem and the innovations people are exploring to solve it.
With 14,000 tons being dumped every day, Hong Kong is choking in rubbish. Each person here throws away 1.4 kilograms of waste on average daily. Far more than people in major cities like London, Tokyo, and Seoul do. Most of the waste ends up in landfills. But landfills will be filled to capacity in a few years, leading many to worry that Hong Kong is on the verge of a garbage crisis. Nestled among the Green Mountains in eastern Hong Kong, there is a bare man-made hill. It's the site of the Jianghuiao landfill, a hill of garbage that stretches around 100 hectares. Like Jianghuiao, Hong Kong's two other landfills are filling up fast and will run out of space by 2020. Environmentalist Yang Wing-Huang operates a waste recycling center in northern Hong Kong. He says more and more people voluntarily sort out their garbage to be recycled, but that has hardly made a dent in the waste problem.
Of course, we have certain voluntary schemes on collecting recyclables and so on, but then again, we still have a large amount of waste going to our landfill site every day, and there is about 1,000 double-decker bus per day. And you can see that is a pretty worrying scenario of how our landfill sites are coping with.
Hong Kong is known as gourmet paradise, but it's also becoming a city that wastes excessive amounts of food. Food waste accounts for a third of all the trash, with some 3,300 tons of food thrown away every day. Mostly from restaurants, hotels, wet markets, and food production industries, and almost all go to landfills. Caroline of the City University of Hong Kong is exploring the process that turns leftover food into useful products. Carol and her team showed us how stale muffin stumps from a coffee shop can be converted into a key consumer goods ingredient.
The first part of the step we call upstream processing, to convert food waste into useful nutrients. And this step involved the use of enzymes which break the large molecules into smaller utilizable molecules. And the second part of the process is what we call bioconversion process. So in this process, we can do fermentation. So fermentation means we use a specific type of microorganism that could utilize the nutrient that is produced from the first step of the process.
Some companies have turned this concept into a viable business. From bags to cups and pencils to brushes, these exquisite everyday products are all made from food waste. Apple pulp, pumpkin peel, coffee grounds, and milk can all be components. C.L. Lamb's company Green & Associates has been in this industry for 10 years. But unfortunately for Hong Kong's mountains of trash, built his factory across the border in the Chinese mainland. Because of cheaper manufacturing and transport costs, his company processed the mainland's food waste rather than Hong Kong's.
First is the carbon footprint. We need to do the calculation of the power consuming. The second is it's not easy to send back the garbage to the Chinese mainland. Yeah.
This technology has been used in the Chinese mainland, Taiwan, and many European countries, generating economic benefits out of garbage that would otherwise end up in the landfill. But it's not common in Hong Kong due to the cost of setting a plant in this city where land is expensive. So ultimately, in solving Hong Kong's garbage problem, cutting down on food waste is the first priority. Experts say a useless, wasteless lifestyle can put Hong Kong on a clean path.
The Hong Kong population in the past 30 years have increased by 30%, but then the waste have increased by almost 80% because we buy more and then we waste more. So the way forward is we have to do more education. That is, people, you have to buy what you use and not just buy things and then you just dump it away. And then the other one is by increasing recycling and of course moving into the future, instead of just landfill, we have to think about incineration as well.
Hong Kong will exhaust its landfill space in the next 3 to 5 years. The government had planned to build incinerators, but the public opposes it because of the likely hazardous effects. It also proposed to implement waste charging, but there's no timetable yet. So for now, the only solution is to expand the current landfill sites, cutting into some of Hong Kong's most scenic landscapes. But experts say it's not a solution in the long run. This is a country park adjacent to the Zhangguiao landfill, but it won't look like this for long, as the government has decided to occupy some of the land to expand the landfill. People are worried that a paradise could be lost if there remains no alternative solution to the city's waste problem. So it has been more urgent for the city residents to reduce, reuse, and recycle their waste. For Assignment Asia, I'm Li Jiejun in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong aims to reduce its waste disposal rate per person by 40% in 2020, a tall order it hopes to fulfill by increasing people's awareness of the need to protect the environment. Coming up, a couple in China abandons the conveniences of modern life. Find out why. Almost everyone here in China is embracing technology as it extends to the far reaches of the country. But one couple is going the other way, turning their backs on a modern lifestyle and creating almost everything they need to live, all on their own. Assignment Asia traveled to Shandong province to meet the couple and see how it is to live with only the basics.
I是冠华，然后这是我爱人邢震，然后我们在这个6年以前开始的这个家园计划，那个时候我是20岁，我们在 这个11年的时候建立了自给自足实验室。自给自足实验室呢，它是一个就是自给自足，它就是研究生活的必需品是什么，然后怎么去制作这样，然后自给自足的就是从衣食住用行，这个建筑、能源、食品到日用品，都是要通过我们自己去体验，然后这样去制作这样一个过程。然后这个实验室呢，就是说它是实验性的，那么它每一个东西我们作为一个项目去做，比方说做一双鞋，就是养一只鸡，或者是养几只鸡，养一群，就是我们建一个房子，就是我们就是每完成一个东西，它就是等于是完成一个项目。我们未必所有的东西都会应用到实际生活中，然后解决一个问题了，这个问题我们记录好，就这样，然后记录好之后就是研究下一个项目，所以是这样，就是这是一个，所以叫自己做实验室。就是我觉得就是人应该有这种独立生活的能力，然后那个如果没法有这种独立生活能力的话，就是也很难去独立思考，就是要受制于很多，要依赖很多东西，这样你就依赖的东西越多，就越不自由，就很难就是有独立性。我可以尽少的依赖钱，少依赖这种房地产或者什么，我就少受到这些控制。那我可以用自己的双手去制作这些，而且本身这些也是用人的双手做的，只不过这些技能可能都，时间很长，然后我们都遗忘了，所以现在就，想找回这些遗忘的技能。一开始的时候，因为基本上是没有什么就是没有任何的准备。这个原来时候是非常破旧的一个房子，然后这个屋子里都长着草啊什么的，怎么去修缮，然后包括要建一个新的房子，怎么去建一座建筑，就一切都不了解，但是只是有一个想法，说一切要自己来。这个建筑是用了2年半的时间建成的，然后它里边都是用天然材料或者是废品再利用，就这样。然后呢，整个房子用了大约1000个志愿者一起参与完成的。墙体的用的是3合土，是中国一种传统混凝，就手工混凝土。另一个是墙体内部是用了这个15000个矿泉水瓶，矿泉水瓶它扭紧里面有空气，我们想尝试用这个做隔热。家庭的生活需要什么，我们就制作什么比方说做勺子、做碗做这个发电在整个过程中都是不会的，就是因为我也在城市长大，对这个农村的整个其实生活都不是太了解。但当时萌生这个想法之后，就是抱着不断学习嘛，就是希望能够这种实践这种学习。这个就是说自行车发电嘛，我现在在这个地方骑这个东西，后边有一个发电机，因为我一骑就带动这个可以把这个电量存储到电池里。这个自给自足理念是这样，就是说它自己就是我们有自给自足的能力。但不代表着一定要自给自足，只是我们提供这种自给自足的可能性。
我主要的学习方式是出去找老师，我的做鞋的师傅是一位65岁的老人，然后他很喜欢读书，然后很多生活常识都非常丰富，所以他很快的就告诉我要点在哪儿，我10天的时间就学会做鞋了。我做的皮鞋它是要这么厚的，全是皮底。它里面也是皮底，它是机器现在所达不到的，全手工缝制，它是只用线去连接皮上面和鞋底的，所以它对人本身就是没有害处，包括我们自己穿在脚上，那就更健康。如果这个技术大家都可以自己做的话，你就不用去花昂贵的，你像手工鞋一般比较昂贵，2-3千块钱，你自己我大概。这个鞋再加个鞋底的话，1个星期就可以做出来1双。它是传递的一种情感，像小时候我们说这件毛衣是妈妈织的，然后就会觉得好像比其他的更温暖。另外你在做就是材料的选择，因为它手工花费很长的时间，你一定会是选择很好的材料。你像你用普通的棉线织一件毛衣的时间也是一样的，但是你用最好的毛线织也是一样的，所以他会很精心的去选择原材料。我觉得我愿意花一辈子为我的孩子织一件毛衣，让他自己记得说这件毛衣是妈妈从羊身上拿下来毛线，然后一直到结束都是他来完成的。我觉得这个 它是不一样的感觉。这件礼物肯定比花1个月的工资去买来给他的带来的温暖感是不可替代的。
上山学的第一个技能。
可能领不到什么好处，没有水了。
宝贝。不是，你们原来都喷水。
我的那个理发师他挺忙的，然后别人的客人就是特别烦这种要等，但我特别开心。每次他说：“哎，你等一会儿。”我说：“没关系，没关系。”然后我就在那看他给各种发型理。后来他就说：“你怎么老看？”然后我就跟他说了我们这个事儿，他还挺支持的。其实我平时都很不忌讳，我经常就说嘛，我是干什么干什么，他就会给我讲。甚至有一次我老公去。然后他就坐在他旁边，然后我就问他，我说你看他这个头型该怎么剪，他就告诉我如何分区啊，讲的特别详细。其实有些人很喜欢分享的。
无所事事地面对着窗外，寒风吹醒了我们的记忆。
我在上山之后的1、2年时间还在延续原来的工作，然后逐渐的现在基本都放下。就是对我来说，要做一个事情，还是要投入100%的精力，至少是100%的精力去做，才能有可能就是实现一个目标吧。如果说做一个事情呢，就是想着这个又3心2意，又想着别的工作，同时做太多事情，可能人的精力难以顾及。所以说，我想。既然要做家人计划这个事情，就放下其他事情，就专心来做这个。反正几年的时间下来呢，就是实际上强化了很多以前的想法，就是很多以前的想法只是一个小苗头，然后通过几年的时间，这个更茁壮了。这个原来的这个意念啊，这种想法，可能我们今年要把这个房子重新修一下，然后那个修一下之后呢，也有一些改造，然后就是这个。把这个整个的这个生活的这个舒适度可以把它改善一下，然后呢舒适度改善一下，然后这个以一个这个家的这个概念去做，因为以前这个地方呢个公共空间就是定义这个公共空间，它全部是开放的，等于一切东西是一种投石问路，做成一个舒适的我自己住的地方，它是还是以一个家的标准来做，就是这样。
The couple hopes to expand their efforts to other parts of China. They've started a similar project in Fujian province, and more volunteers have since joined them. You can learn more about this and all the stories on today's program on our website, www.assignment-asia.com. That's all the time we have for this week. I'm Ryan Chua. Thanks for watching, and join us again on Assignment Asia. Share your thoughts and contribute story ideas for future shows by contacting us on social media.